Ladies and gentlemen, most people look at their homes as just a place, four walls, a roof, and maybe a mortgage. But a home is so much more than that. A home is where our stories unfold. It's where we find comfort on the hardest days and celebration on the best ones. It's where we raise our families, build our dreams, and shape our futures. And yet, so many of us never stop to declare what we want our home to be. Think about this. Before a building becomes a home, it starts with a blueprint. Architects don't randomly put bricks together and hope for the best. They design every detail with intention. The foundation must be strong, the walls must be stable, and the spaces must serve a purpose. But when it comes to the atmosphere within our homes, we often leave it to chance. We allow stress, fear, and negativity to creep in without ever declaring what we want our home to stand for. What if we took a different approach? What if, just like an architect, we designed the atmosphere of our home with intention? What if, instead of simply existing within our four walls, we spoke life into them? Imagine waking up each day and saying, "This home will be filled with peace, not just when things are easy, but even in the chaos. This home will be a place of love, not just when everyone is getting along, but even in moments of disagreement. This home will be a place of abundance, not because of what's in the bank account, but because of the gratitude we carry in our hearts." When we declare a blessing over our home, we are setting the tone. We are making a choice. We are creating an environment where the people within those walls can thrive. And this isn't just about words, it's about belief. Because the things we declare with conviction shape the way we live. History has shown us that cultures, families, and even businesses thrive when they are built on a foundation of clear purpose. It's not just about what we have, but about what we stand for. And that starts with the words we choose to speak over our homes every single day. So today is an invitation to stop letting your home be defined by circumstances and start shaping it with intention. Because when we declare goodness, when we declare peace, when we declare love, we don't just change the atmosphere, we change the lives of everyone who walks through the door. Your home is more than a place, it's an environment that shapes lives. The atmosphere within your home influences emotions, relationships, and growth. Intention shapes reality. Just as an architect designs a building with purpose, we must intentionally create the atmosphere we want in our homes. Words carry power. What you declare over your home, peace, love, abundance, sets the tone for how you and your family experience life within it. Your home's foundation isn't built on circumstances but on belief. Challenges will come, but choosing to declare blessings shifts focus from problems to purpose. A home with a clear purpose transforms lives. When you consciously create an environment of love, gratitude, and peace, you don't just change your home, you change everyone who enters it. A home is not just a structure made of walls and a roof. It is a living, breathing space that holds the essence of those who dwell within it. Every conversation, every moment of laughter, every lesson learned, and every challenge faced leaves an imprint on the atmosphere. It is where values are nurtured, dreams are spoken into existence, and identities are shaped. A child learns their worth not just by what is said to them, but by the way love is expressed in the home. A family finds strength not in the absence of struggle, but in the way they come together to face it. The energy of a home is created by the words spoken, the emotions shared, and the choices made daily. A home filled with gratitude becomes a place of abundance, regardless of material wealth. A home filled with kindness fosters connection, making every individual feel seen and valued. But a home burdened with negativity, stress, or conflict can create an environment where fear overshadows possibility. It is not the size of the home that determines its impact, but the spirit within it. A small home filled with warmth and encouragement is far greater than a grand house that feels cold and distant. The way a home is shaped is not dictated by its physical appearance, but by the love, peace, and purpose infused into it. When a home becomes a place of refuge, a place of inspiration, and a place where people are uplifted, it transforms from being just a location to a source of strength. The influence of a home does not stay within its walls. It extends into the world through the people it nurtures. A home that teaches compassion sends out individuals who show kindness wherever they go. A home that fosters resilience raises people who can navigate challenges with courage. The foundation laid within a home does not just impact those living in it today, but shapes generations to come. It is a space where the future is written, where relationships are cultivated, and where the deepest parts of who we are find their roots. Reality is not just a series of events that happen to us. It is shaped by the intentions we set and the choices we make. Every action, every word, and every decision stems from an underlying intention, whether conscious or unconscious. When we move through life with intention, we begin to influence the direction of our journey rather than simply reacting to circumstances. What we focus on expands, and the energy we bring into any situation determines its outcome. A person who approaches each day with the intention of finding joy will begin to notice the small moments of beauty that others overlook. Someone who sets the intention to bring peace into their home will respond to conflict differently, choosing patience over frustration and understanding over judgment. When we declare a vision for our lives with clarity, our actions begin to align with that vision, creating momentum that propels us forward. Intention shapes relationships, work, and personal growth. A conversation approached with the intention of understanding leads to deeper connections, while one driven by the need to be right leads to division. A job done with the intention of serving others becomes fulfilling, while one done merely for a paycheck feels empty. A life lived with the intention of growth and learning turns obstacles into opportunities, while a life without intention drifts without direction. The mind is constantly seeking evidence to support what we believe and what we expect. When we set an intention, we train our focus to seek out opportunities that align with it. This is not just optimism. It is a fundamental shift in perspective that affects every aspect of life. Intention is the blueprint, the guiding force that turns possibility into reality. It is the difference between wandering through life and walking with purpose. It is what transforms dreams into action, hope into certainty, and challenges into stepping stones towards something greater. Every word spoken carries energy. Words have the ability to uplift, inspire, and heal, just as they have the potential to discourage, wound, and divide. The things we say to ourselves and to others shape the way we experience life. A single sentence can change the course of someone's day, their confidence, or even their future. Encouraging words spoken to a child can ignite a lifelong belief in their abilities, while words of doubt can plant seeds of insecurity that take years to undo. The words we use in our homes create the atmosphere within them. A home filled with words of love, gratitude, and affirmation becomes a place of peace and security. A home filled with criticism, negativity, and harshness can create an environment of tension and fear. Even in the most challenging moments, choosing words that bring understanding rather than division has the power to shift the energy of a situation. The way we speak to ourselves is just as powerful. The mind listens to every word we say. Repeating words of self-doubt and limitation creates a reality where those beliefs become true. But when words of strength, resilience, and possibility are spoken, the mind begins to align with them, shaping a future built on confidence and determination. History has shown that words can build nations, inspire movements, and bring people together. Leaders who use words to bring hope create change that lasts for generations. Words have started wars, and words have ended them. They have the power to create trust or destroy it, to open doors or close them. Every word spoken leaves an imprint. The choice of words is not just a reflection of the present moment, but a tool that shapes what comes next. Speaking with intention, kindness, and truth is not just a way to communicate, it is a way to create a reality where people feel valued, empowered, and seen. A home is not defined by its size, its location, or the things inside it. It is built on the beliefs of the people who live there. Circumstances change. There will be seasons of abundance and seasons of struggle, moments of joy and moments of hardship. But what remains constant is the foundation upon which the home stands. When a home is built on the belief that love, peace, and resilience will always prevail, no external challenge can shake its core. There are homes filled with wealth, yet empty of warmth, and there are homes with little but overflowing with joy. The difference is not in what they have, but in what they believe. A family that believes in the power of gratitude will find something to be thankful for even in the toughest times. A family that believes in forgiveness will overcome conflict with understanding instead of resentment. A home that stands on the belief that unity matters more than perfection will always find its way back to harmony. When circumstances dictate the atmosphere of a home, it becomes unstable, swaying with every difficulty. But when belief becomes the foundation, the home remains steady. A belief in kindness creates a space where everyone feels valued. A belief in hope ensures that even in uncertainty, there is an expectation of something better. A belief in faith, however one defines it, brings a sense of security that goes beyond what can be seen. The true strength of a home is not in what happens within its walls, but in how those inside choose to respond. Belief shapes the words spoken, the way love is expressed, and the way challenges are faced. It is not the presence of struggle that defines a home, but the unwavering conviction that no matter what comes, the foundation will hold firm. A home is more than a place where people eat and sleep. It is a space that shapes identity, nurtures growth, and defines the way individuals see the world. When a home has a clear purpose, it becomes a foundation for something greater. It is no longer just a shelter, but a place where love is cultivated, wisdom is shared, and values are instilled. A home with purpose creates an environment where every person inside feels safe to grow, express themselves, and become the best version of who they are meant to be. Purpose gives a home its energy. When a family decides that their home will be a place of encouragement, every conversation is filled with words that build rather than break. When a home is dedicated to peace, conflicts are resolved with understanding instead of anger. A home committed to gratitude shifts the focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, creating a culture of appreciation that extends far beyond its walls. Without purpose, a home can feel like just a stopping point in the middle of busy lives. Days pass without meaning, conversations become routine, and connections grow distant. But when a home is intentionally built on values, it becomes a source of strength. It becomes a place where people want to return, not just because they live there, but because they belong there. It becomes a space where traditions are created, lessons are passed down, and love is experienced in its purest form. The influence of a home does not stop at its doorstep. A child who grows up in a home filled with kindness carries that kindness into the world. A person who experiences unconditional love in their home finds it easier to extend love to others. A home with purpose does not just transform the lives of those inside, it shapes the communities and generations that follow. The home is more than a physical space. It is an environment that shapes lives, a reflection of the words spoken within it, and a product of the beliefs that sustain it. When we declare blessings over our home, we are not simply hoping for a better atmosphere, we are creating it. Intention shapes reality, and the purpose we set for our home determines the kind of lives that grow within its walls. Circumstances may change, challenges will come, but a home built on love, peace, and belief will always stand strong. When we choose to speak life, when we choose to create a home filled with purpose, we don't just transform a space, we transform the people within it, shaping a legacy that lasts far beyond today.